on Danny's show. And she had a very old school approach to dog disciplining and training, which I guess is not that uncommon.
No, a lot of abusing a dog is kind of normal. Caesar Milan would just hit him.
Dr. Fauci's pretty good at it too.
Yeah, dude, fuck that.
Yeah, Fauci uses flesh-eating Arab flies though when he's disciplining his dogs.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know if you heard about that. Yeah,
I have not heard about him eating flesh-eating Arab flies.
Yeah, Dr. Fauci has now been linked to an experiment. I guess he greenlighted.
Oh no, yeah, the dogs, in the with their heads in the box.
Yeah, it's not too bad. He just put their heads in a box and just unleashed flesh-eating Arabian flies on them until their flesh was eaten away and they died.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
that's disgusting.
But Brooke Houts uploads this video for fucking up her Doberman. I've checked her channel recently. The comeback's not going well, and I think she gave up again. And can God even put the number on the cocks she would suck to get that moment back where she clicked upload?
Yeah, see, exactly. There isn't I haven't done anything unbelievably, treacherous like that. But there are some things you can't come back from. But apparently, Mike Tyson came back from rape somehow. He went to jail for rape for 3 years, and he was on Broadway, for God's sakes. But he is Mike Tyson, I guess. I don't know, the guy with the NFL guy that he was electrocuting dogs.
Vic is on ESPN, not ESPN, right. Fox now. He's an analyst on Fox. It's all good.
Dogs, yeah.
Well, so did Fauci. And
yeah.
And the thing about Vic is he went to prison, lost $100 million, and changed his ways.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he did suffer.
He suffered.
I'm not saying what he did was right.
Mm-hmm. No, of course not.
Because I just got canceled for saying that he went to prison. Mm-hmm. So,
yeah,
he paid his dues.
And I want to say this too. Last night when I saw the Fauci thing, and I didn't just read about it, there is lab footage of these people walking around in hazmat suits with beagles in both hands, lifted up by the scruff of their necks, throwing the beagles into incinerators, into cages, letting these flesh-eating flies loose. There is footage of the beagles, like 16 of them, all in a rectangular cage, jumping up and down in agony and barking their hearts out.
I literally cannot believe that I haven't heard about this.
I can't believe it either. It was on the Ben Shapiro show this morning.
I haven't seen Tim Pool or anyone cover it yet. I guess it just wasn't.
And he also, to be fair, he lied to Congress too about America funding gain-of-function research in the Wuhan lab. So it seems like we basically, hasn't been proven yet, but we basically, it seems like, funded the coronavirus.
If you read their retort for that, they're basically like, yeah, so we looked into what we did, and at the time we didn't realize it was gain-of-function research. Like, we were manipulating the viruses, and some happened to get stronger. So now in hindsight, yeah, we were kind of doing gain-of-function research, but when we were doing it, we didn't know.
Yeah, and
that was their excuse.
Great. Now I couldn't smell for 6 months because of that bullshit.
Yeah. Well, he makes up for it in his Beagle research. That's going to help the world. What I was saying, though.
My question is, why did we need to finance their? I mean, don't they have a lot more money than we do? China.
They do have a lot more money than we do.
Have to fund
it's that we offshore a lot of stuff like that to China, because if we were doing it here in the States, it would be looked over with a magnifying glass, and it would be a big controversy. If they fund some lab in China, people are like, oh, they're probably cloning people in China. Who gives a fuck?
And that also kind of brings up the point that I was trying to get at, that I watched these videos last night, and the first thing I wanted to do is I wanted to go to Twitter, I wanted to go to Instagram, and be like, hey, this is the guy everybody's been listening to for the last year and a half, huh? Class act. But then I realized I had a steak for dinner, and I had chicken in my omelet this morning. How did those animals die? Were they treated humanely? No. They were probably treated...
Or were they kosher?
I think a rabbi was present at their death, which makes me feel a little bit better about it.
If they're kosher, then they're killed humanely.
Yeah, you could buy kosher meat.
Yeah, well, I guess that's better than a flesh-eating fly-induced death. But still, it's like, I don't have much of a right to be a hypocrite. And I'm sure most of our medical breakthroughs we've made as a country the last century,
experimenting on apes.
A couple monkeys had to die to get there. And so, I mean, I'm still going to call Fauci the Heimlich Himmler of dogs. I think, or Beagles specifically. He's the Heimlich Himmler of Beagles.
Can't you sign up as just like one of us? Can't we sign up for medical trials? And I heard the pay's pretty good.
Radtic Ralph has a new career path.
Yeah,
I see. Yeah,
I was going to say for a video we should We should submit Dino into all these clinics to get experimented on.